Welcome back to the Airbnb deal analysis. This week, we're going to take a look at this adorable cabin in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This is a super unique property because it has an indoor pool. So here we go. It's $734,900. It's a one bed, two bath, 1,872 square feet. It's on Galloway Lane in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's on just over half an acre, built in 2005. So we're going to go through the photos and kind of take a look at this property. As you can see, it's perched up on a hillside. This property is called Pools Rush Inn. Could potentially be a really good short-term rental unit on Airbnb because of the uniqueness. So it has really nice views and decks. It has a couple different soaking options, outdoor hot tub, as you can see here on the deck. It has this lovely little kitchen and living room. And it's kind of like a cross between a tiny house and a cabin. And then what makes this property so unique is this area at the bottom, which is the indoor swimming pool kind of built into the rock landscape, as you can see. So we're going to be running a deal analysis on this property to kind of see what we think this could be renting for. Here's another little soaking tub. Obviously, it could be done up a little bit more to make it a little bit better rental unit, but it has really good kind of bones as far as what we look for. So we're going to grab the shareable link. We're going to jump into BNBCalc. We're going to run a new analysis as a buy to own. We're going to import from Zillow, drop the link in. And it thinks it's a two bed, but it's actually a one bed, two bath. However, with the configuration, we could probably sleep 4 to 6 guests. So we're going to go with 6 to start with. Occupancy rate is 81%. Average daily rate is 231. Annual revenue is 68,000. Profit cash flow is about 12,000. However, let's jump into Airbnb and take a look at comparable properties. So we're going to say 4 guests, or we could say 6 guests, and kind of see what's out there. But let's structure it and filter it as entire place. We probably want 1 bedroom or 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom, let's say. We're going to do 3 beds, 2 baths. We're also going to see if anything has a pool. That kind of narrows it down substantially. Let's filter a little bit more. Let's say pool and a hot tub. Wi-Fi, of course, free parking, indoor fireplace, kitchen, things like that. Instabook. So one thing we like to do is we always like to allow pets. So pets add an extra revenue source and allow you to charge a little bit more for your place, and also add a non-refundable pet fee. So as you can see, it narrows the places down quite a bit. These aren't great comps because they're so much bigger. Typically, you don't find pools in such a small place. So let's remove. So we're just going to say 1 bedroom. We're going to say any number of beds, 2 bathrooms. Let's remove pool. Let's remove some of these amenities just to kind of see what the comps say. And then let's pull pets and let's just make it down to 4. Just kind of see if we can find some smaller places. 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Again, this is kind of cabiny loft setup, so we're going to have to get a little more creative with this. But as you can see here, the prices range about a couple $100 to $300 a night. Let's just bring it down to 2. Let's just see what pops up. Again, kind of the same thing. I'll go with a little bit more of a filter. Bedrooms 1. So it's obviously not finding quite what we're looking for as a comp. All right, let's also zoom into Gatlinburg and see what's in the area. All right, let's take a look at this place. It's a 1 bedroom, 3 beds. They're doing 6 guests, 2 baths. Let's take a look at their photos. It's done really nicely. It's right on this creek. Super cute. Let's see what kind of amenities they have. They have a hot tub. Okay, cool. They don't have a pool, but they have a hot tub. So this is a pretty similar comp, let's just say. And we could jump back into BNBCalc and match that if we want. Yeah, so 6 guests, 1 bed, 2 baths. So we're matching that pretty closely. Let's kind of see what their prices are depending on the season. So May, 262, June, 364, July, 462, August, 360. Let's just jump. They're blocked out for November. So maybe they're averaging around 300 a night, maybe 275. But this place does have a pool. So let's just say we're going to do 350 a night. It's kind of on the high end. We could even say maybe 325. We don't need change occupancy at this time. Let's just kind of see what happens. So it says about 96,000 a year in revenue, operating expenses. There's no HOA. However, there probably is going to be additional fees for the pool. So let's just put that in as other, as additional $100 a month. 3% Airbnb fee, that's standard. Income, mortgage, and taxes. This factors in 20% down. Obviously, if we were doing a investment loan, that might be 15. If we did a second home loan, that could be 10. That will adjust your cash flow month to month, but it'll also adjust your cash on cash return because you're putting less down initially. So let's bump it back up to 20. That's 2025 is more typical of DSCR type of loans. So your cash on cash return is going to be about 22%. Return on investment is about 39%. So those are pretty good numbers. Down payment, $143,000. Furniture and renovations, we like to go a little more luxurious, so maybe $30 to $35 a square foot. So that's going to bump you up a little bit. Closing costs, again, that all really depends on what you negotiate with the seller. But in today's market, let's say you got $15,000 in closing seller credit, then maybe your closing costs will be 3%. Let's just throw 3% in. There you go. So your total cash you'll need to do the investment on this purchase is about $205,000, but you're going to get about $38,000 back a year in profit from cash flow. So look at this. This could be a really cute, really great little option to have as a short-term rental property, depending obviously on the permit process for Gatlinburg as it is now. But yeah, so running the comps by pulling some Airbnbs that are obviously doing well. This is Superhost is a great way to do a comparison, and then just dropping it into BNBCalc to kind of see roughly what you think you're going to be doing. Thanks for watching this video. We will leave a link in the description below to this deal analysis so you can check this out for yourself. Also, we have a partnership with BNBCalc, so if you're looking to sign up, we have a special deal for you where you get a discount and it helps support this channel and our growth.